Greetings. For those who don't know, I occasionally like to make short videos in which I look at a name and share some interesting facts or bits of trivia about that name. So, on your screen, you can see some past examples of videos of that sort on this channel, and in the description for this video, I'll provide links to those past videos. Whatever the case, in this video, I'd like to ever so briefly discuss the name Khabib Nurmagomedov, which is the name of a very popular, very successful, and deeply religious competitor in the sport of mixed martial arts. He actually recently retired, and if I'm not mistaken, he's gone into promoting. Whatever the case, I'll just be sharing some minor, yet in my opinion at least, interesting bits of trivia about his name, how it relates to words in other languages, and how it's written in different scripts. So at the top of your screen is how the name is typically written in the Latin script for English-speaking audiences, and it's typically pronounced Khabib Nurmagomedov, right? And that parallels how it's written in the Cyrillic script for Russian-speaking audiences, which is like this. So that transliteration into the Latin script is just sort of an outgrowth of the way it's written by Russians. Now, within that name are three Arabic names, or three Arabic words, and you can see those three names or words on your screen. Habib's first name is, that should be obvious, the Arabic word Habib, which primarily means beloved, right? And this word is also found in Mishnaic Hebrew and in Aramaic. For those who are interested, I'll give you this example. When you look at Deuteronomy 7:6, both the ancient Jewish Aramaic translation of Onkelos and the Syrian Aramaic translation of the Peshitta refer to Israel as Habib, a beloved nation. The Syriac actually uses the definite articles, Habiba, the beloved nation. But whatever the case, as for Habib's last name, it incorporates two different Arabic names, or two different Arabic words. The first being Nur, which means light. The second is Muhammad, the most popular name in the Muslim world, and as I'm sure most know, according to the Islamic faith, this is the name of the prophet through whom the Quran was revealed and transmitted. The name literally means praised. It's a passive participle of the verb to praise. And then the last two letters at the end of the name, of his surname, are part of a Slavic suffix conveying possession or descent. So in a sense, the name Khabib Nurmagomedov is saying that Habib descends from a person named Nur Muhammad, or he belongs to him in some capacity, right? Now, here's something I wanted to point out. The Kha at the start of his first name and the Gay in the middle of his last name are both transliterating the same single Arabic character, the Arabic Ha. So a single Arabic character is conveyed with two different Cyrillic characters in the writing of Habib's name, and at least, in the Russian approach to the Cyrillic script. And this winds up having an impact on the way the name is spelled in the Latin script as well. As you notice, it's KH at the beginning of his first name, and yet in the middle of his last name there's a G. Now, I'm guessing this is partly due to the relevant names acquiring their respective forms in the Cyrillic script at different times. That spelling of Muhammad with the equivalent of a G represents an older, more archaic sort of form, and it's similar, I guess, to how like English writers still occasionally use these older archaic spellings of Muhammad, sometimes M-A-H-O or M, you've seen it, I'm sure. Now, it's worth noting that the name Muhammad is now typically spelled in Russian in the Russian use of the Cyrillic script with a Kha, the same character that's at the beginning of Khabib. But whatever the case, putting that aside, one last thing I wanted to note that I felt was worth noting is that Habib is from the Avar ethnic group, and Avars have their own alternative approach to the Cyrillic script. So when Habib's name is written in the Avar use of the Cyrillic script, it looks like this. And you might notice that in both places, the relevant Arabic phoneme, the Ha, is consistently transliterated with a combination of the Cyrillic Ha and a straight line, known as a palochka. In the Avar use of the Cyrillic script, that combination captures the phoneme Ha in a way that, Russian doesn't do as adequately, perhaps. And that's all I wanted to discuss, so I'll close this video here. I just wanted to show the interesting details about Habib's name, how it's what Arabic names it corresponds to, how it's transliterated in the Russian use of the Cyrillic script, and how it's transliterated in the, or transcribed in the his own ethnic group, the Avar's use of the Cyrillic script. And, I hope you, the viewer, found these minor bits of trivia interesting. As always, I look forward to the comments of others. God bless.